Hey there! You're watching Firearm Fury. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Today we've got Old Betsy out. She's a good old 30-06. It's a Ruger M77. It's the Tang model version. So it's an oldie. Based on the serial number, it was made in 1981 and 1982. She's an old one. She works great. Got her at a pawn shop, picked her up at 350 bucks. And I was shooting 150 grains, but they work pretty good. They're not the best for long range. There's definitely better bullets for long range, which I'm testing out right now. I've actually done a little long range with those bullets I was prior using, and they shoot great, have a great grouping, just not the best ballistic coefficient. Anyway, I have done a video on that. I'll have that in the description down below, as well as a link up above. So no excuses, go check that thing out. Well, what we've got here today, we're going to try some completely different bullets. These are Nosler Accubond Long Range bullets. They're 190 grains. Now my starting overall length, well, I'm about 200ths off the lens. And I'm using IMR 4064 because that's what I have. That's what I've used in my prior 308 load. I may need to change the powder because I'm using a heavier bullet. We'll see. So we're out here at 100 yards. My first bullet is going to be kind of my test bullet. I haven't sighted this in with these bullets, so we'll see where it's hitting. Now we're trying some 45 grainers out. I'm going to aim at that same target. Well, on that last scope you may have seen, I got an embarrassing wound. This scope doesn't have any rubber on it, and it's a kind of a lower end scope for such a powerful zoom. It's got a 20 zoom on it. I was zoomed in all the way. This scope always does it to me. It doesn't have a muzzle brake, and anyways, kind of embarrassing, but oh well, it happens to me. It hasn't been the first time on this gun. This gun, I always do it. I always get myself and trying to relax, and it happens sometimes. So got that first shot down there. We'll go ahead and fire two more of the 45 grainers. Keep watching. You never know, I might get myself even worse this time. Well, we've given the barrel some time to cool. Now we're moving to 47 grains. I believe I misspoke on that first 3-shot series I did. That was actually 46 grains, not 45. Now I'm shooting 47. And one more. We've got one more load for today, the 47.5 grains. Alright, let's take a look at this 30-06 data from the loads I tested. So I tested a 45 grain, I just had one load just to test pressure, 46 and 47 grains. The best group was the 46 grains. That was 7/8 inch of a group. So first we started with the 45. I just had one load of this. It was on the very low end of the reloading data. So I just wanted to shoot one for pressure, and I kind of wish I would have shot more because it ended up hitting the exact same spot as the 46 grains, which was about 1.5 inches low and about 3/8 to half inches to the right. We then moved to the 47 grains, which was a 1/2 inch right, 2 inches low. It was 1.5 inches. So from 46 to 47, there was about a 1/2 inch impact shift, and then we moved to the 47.5, same point of impact as the 47 grains, but the group opened up significantly. Now, just from loading 150 grains, it liked the lower end of the powder charge that I tested, and it looks to be the same here. So what I'm looking for when I'm looking at the data, obviously I'm looking at the group size, and the other thing I'm looking at is the point of impact shift from load to load. And this one, there wasn't a whole lot of difference. The main difference was that 1/2 inch change in elevation between the 46 and 47 grains. And generally, I want to stay away from those big point impact shifts. But at the same time with this, I'm at the very low end, 46 grains. And now, unfortunately, like I said before, I didn't bring my chronograph with me, so I couldn't test the velocities. But, that's the low end, and I want to get as much velocity as I can. But in the end, generally, accuracy will trump velocity. If I've got a consistent load, an accurate load, I would much rather have that than a high velocity load. So after looking at this data, what I'm going to do is I am going to load up some 45.5 grains and then some 46.5 grains. Same powder and everything. I'll go ahead and shoot those, and I will see what happens. After that, I'll pick a powder charge, and I will then mess with the overall length a little bit, see if we can't get these groups even a little smaller. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to subscribe if you're not subscribed. There's like 94% or 95% of you that watch aren't subscribed, so definitely appreciate it if you could subscribe. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Now, this is just how I analyze reloading test results. Maybe there's a better way. If you have a better way or have some pointers,
definitely feel free to leave that below in the comments. But hopefully you learned something from how I analyze reload test data, and maybe this can help you in your reloads. If you have any questions that you want answered, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'm sure many followers would have some good knowledge on that topic, and I will chime in as well if I have something to add. So stay safe shooting out there, and we'll see you next week on Firearm Fury.